A couple months we acted very like individual when working with an customized that just happens to be
Human beings are fascinating creatures with a wild sense of love and chaos. Our desires and our passions are driven by emotions that can at times awaken demons we keep hidden all too well. But these are random thoughts that course my imagination when faced with events of crude ingenuity. There are crazy people with whom I happen to share insane memories, ultimate joys and thrills of unscripted adventure. But I'm clueless actually on how Bella and I got acquainted in the first place. By definition, we are from different worlds. I mean, I'm not an angel, but she is what you would expect if you held on tight to a lit firecracker in the palm of your hand. You will definitely get burnt and probably lose a finger or two in the process. But first things first, once upon a time, there was a guy called Andrew. He came from a humble background but managed to make something of himself. He worked his ass off as an engineer employed by one of the biggest telecom companies in the country. Life was pretty good for him. He earned a hefty salary, a comfortable allowance, and a slew of benefits that came as perks of his position, and of course, a company car. Now let's put a pin in that because that's important. On the other hand, there's Bella. She's not the prettiest girl out there, but she has the collective sex appeal of three well-rounded, petite belly dancers thanks to her physique and cheeky persona. But that's just half of it because Bella is a show-off. She loves to party and, well, practically speaking, a good party is her religion. But she is wildly possessive, she's prone to fighting and getting physical over the smallest of things. One Friday night, we went out for a drink and the plan was to have a good time. We were looking pretty fresh and hoping for a little adventure. Then in walks Andrew. He had been watching us from a distance waiting to make his move. Then he finally saw his opening just when we were about to order our refills. Talk about perfect timing. He stepped up and politely offered to buy us a drink, to which we of course indulged. He seemed decent, smooth, and well, his wallet made him even more attractive, if I must say so myself. As the night went on, our vibe was in sync and well, Bella is pretty quick too. She quickly got on her feet and dared him to dance with her. She dabbed and whined against his loins so good that it was evident her territory had been marked. For a moment, Andrew's brain was now trapped in his trousers, and truthfully, I could not blame him because I felt pretty naughty myself just watching them together. Later that night, Andrew offered to drop us off at our place, but when we got there, Bella pulled a complete 360 on me and she told me, "Vanessa, I'll see you tomorrow." And just like that, she got back into the car and left with him, I'm guessing to his place. A guy we had literally just met that night. To be honest, I was a little jealous and worried at the same time for her, but I was too high and kinda wasted, so I went to bed for some shut-eye. As anticipated, Bella hit the jackpot and somehow sought to consolidate her position as Andrew's woman with great efficiency, if you know what I mean. Before we knew it, he started upgrading her wardrobe, buying her regular gifts, taking her on boat cruises, and giving her a weekly allowance. So for a moment, her financial troubles vanished into thin air. Life was good. The twisted part, however, was that Bella was not single the night we met Andrew. Not even close. In fact, she had 2 other boyfriends that she claimed to be in serious relationship with. And well, Andrew was the latest addition to that league, making him boyfriend number 3. That's tres in Spanish. See? From what I know about her, men are her drug of choice. She has a fear of being lonely and thrives on attention and the excitement that comes with it. So the games of love, passion and deceit took hold, but little did Bella know that karma would soon come knocking on her little doorstep. They had been dating a while now, give or take a couple of months, when one day she set off from our place to meet Samantha to look through outfits for a party she was due to attend later that week. Coincidentally, Samantha lived in the same neighborhood as Andrew. Their houses were literally a few hundred meters apart. It was about 2 p.m. on a Tuesday afternoon, and Bella assumed Andrew was at work, but as she rode past his house on a boda, the unexpected happened. Remember the company car I mentioned earlier? Well, she caught a glimpse of it in all its glory parked in the driveway at his house. And just like that, she took a detour to say a quick hello to her third and only. She made her way into the compound, and as she got closer to the house, she heard music playing. Faint but soft moans sipped through the master bedroom ventilation, delicate whispers, and a manly gasp with him asking, "You like that?" Followed by rhythmic spanks which were reminiscent of their encounters, so she knew for a fact it was him with another woman. Bella bursts into a rage and pounded on the door like a castrated wild beast with calls for Andrew to open up, but he remained silently hidden, refusing to open. I mean, who in their right mind would? She yelled out, "Who's that bitch? Open the door, you whore of a man. I'm burning this house down if you don't." But Andrew echoed no response or action to take charge of the situation. He remained hidden safely inside with his other lover while chaos was brewing outside. Bella lost it. She gave the house an expensive makeover. I mean, she started smashing the glass windows and breaking anything of value within her reach. Andrew was on edge but knew better than to show his face, so he held his ground in the hopes that she would blow off steam and leave. But this was a miscalculation because Bella is vengeful even on an ordinary day, and Andrew, not taking the punishment head on, left her yearning to dish out more. Bella is a player who can't stand being played, so she ran off to one of her other boyfriends, Brian, who luckily works for a criminal security agency within the police force, and tells him, "Honey, I need your help. There's a man called Andrew who works for this telecom company, and he has stolen my money. I need to teach him a lesson." Brian felt the urge to hand down this shithead who is stressing his woman. The next day he gathered a small team of plainclothes officers, picked up Andrew and whisked him off to one of the police facilities where they conduct interrogations. They beat him up for some good time, asking him where the money was and why he was not paying it back. But Andrew was confused, and this only earned him more torment and pain from the biblical thrashing they showered upon him. They later locked him up in the dark cell overnight, and the next day offered to let him go on condition that he calls Bella and apologizes for the grief he put her through over the money. Now, Andrew played along because nothing good came out of him denying not knowing anything about the money. So he called her up and pleaded for mercy, after which they let him go. Andrew was shaken by this ordeal and figured there was nothing he could do about it without taking the unnecessary risk to worsen things. So he blacklisted Bella and moved on with his other women. We later got to know that he had always been quite the player, with a slew of hot women carefully scheduled to visit his love shack throughout the week. So Bella lost her most generous blesser, but she was never short on boyfriends. It's true that players hate getting played, but like all crazy spirits, Bella's escapades don't end there. She has had her share of crazy, and it's weird, but to date, we are still good friends. In a perfect world, that would say a lot about me, I guess. Be sure to catch more episodes of Kiss and Tales right here, and don't forget to subscribe.